It is now clear that members of parliament need more induction, most especially those who are excited like Nameere. Nameere started off well with his activism, which is pro-government, but she is extending it even in the executive powers and parliament, which is unfortunate. On the floor of parliament, Nameere lost decorum. Okay, when he said that there is no member of parliament who can stop him from speaking, but also he stood against the speaker. This is what happened.
Any member of parliament to sit down. No.
Honorable.
No. I was simply.
Honorable Minister for Local Government.
Right Honorable Speaker, thank you so much. I humbly request, Right Honorable, that the honorable members are allowed to react to specifically what I presented, because tomorrow we already have laid out programs of the ministry being in the field, and they were shifted to...
You see, Honorable Minister, what I'm saying
But
is
however,
simple.
the Ministry of Justice, I'm just saying, if the Ministry of Justice is specifically going to present, Right Honorable Speaker, I beg for your protection.
Yeah, please. Honorable, continue.
Thank you, Right
Continue.
Honorable. If the Ministry of Justice will present tomorrow without specifically needing the backing of the ministers of local government, we would kindly appreciate that.
Now, Honorable Minister, why I was saying this, this information you brought is from Ministry of Justice. It's from Electoral Commission. It is from Ministry of Justice, which supervises Electoral Commission. Now, yours is mobilization.
Yes.
Which you have
Honorable,
done very well.
right.
I don't know if you have. I just wanted to know if you have any legal mandate.
Honorable members, none of you has a right to tell any member of parliament to sit down. No.
Honorable.
No. I was simply thanking the speaker so I could go and take my seat.
Okay.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you.
I can sit without being held in my waist. Thank you, Honorable.
Thank you. So, honorable colleagues, order. Now, why I've guided this way, I don't want to put the ministry, which is not responsible for organizing elections, on the spot, on the issue. They've done a great job getting all this information and doing the mobilization. So mainly, we wanted the Ministry of Local Government on the part of mobilization, but also on mobilization, you can see the minister has said the Electoral Commission is responsible. So I would want the Electoral Commission, which is represented by the minister. I want to thank you, Honorable Nameere, for the great job here. Honorable colleagues, next item. Tomorrow we shall resume on this debate so that I can allow more of you with the Minister of Justice. And we get more and more information, okay? Thank you. Next item.
That is just in Nameere. First of all, even me, a person who has never attended parliament, if the Speaker of Parliament is addressing a member, you sit down. In that video, Nameere was not sitting down. Secondly, since Nameere is a Minister of Local Government, you cannot come and speak on behalf of another ministry without being given permission. So he was speaking things of the Minister of Justice without being granted permission. That's why the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Thomas Tayebwa, came out and told her off. Sometimes you must distinguish, there must be a line between your activism outside and activism within government. In fact, it is even a poor conduction when your chief whip tells you to sit down and you sit down, because a chief whip is like a command of you, is the one to whip you on government policies. So if he tells you to sit down and you refuse to sit down, it shows that you are not knowing your job well. Since it was the first time, it looked ugly. Okay, if maybe Nameere had an argument that whenever he wants to speak, the chief whip stops her, then that should be a good argument. But the first time you come out to use that language. So the purpose of this video, I've come to talk about Nameere's rogue conduct, what means for our politics, and most importantly, the study materials we can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to let you know that if you're into this channel, please subscribe. And if you're watching this video from a different platform, please head on to YouTube, type in Sula Mawagwe. There's a lot of content of this nature. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. One, Nameere conducted herself in a bad way. You cannot just take on your chief whip in a glaring TV and cameras, because he is your leader on the floor. Even the speaker guided that you should not speak on behalf of the Minister of Justice. That is a poor conduct. It shows that the force of NRM on the floor of Parliament is not conducted very well. The excitement should reduce. Nameere of late has gotten a lot of nduru. Is riding on that. She's riding on that, which is unfortunate. So Nameere should conduct herself like a state minister. You must distinguish between parliamentary duties, ministerial duties, and our youth TikTok jazz. They are totally two different things. In fact, ministers should get a separate induction on how to conduct themselves on the floor of Parliament. Secondly, there is a member of Parliament, I think a woman MP from Teso. I may not be very conversant with this constituency. He came out to talk about what South Africans are doing to Ugandans, and he spoke about private entities, companies, which the government borrows from, and he was cut off by the Deputy Speaker of Parliament. The Speaker said this, the Honourable said these statements.
Most of our borrowing is from Stanbic, which is a South African bank, and MTN. And this bank, we are all aware that it repatriates over 6 trillion.
Honorable Shadow Minister, kindly please don't take that line. Please. I just want to guide, okay? Yeah, let us be patriotic leaders. Let us be patriotic leaders. Let us not, please. I'm the one seated here and I'm the one who has guided, okay? These are private companies. Let us not start this here on the floor. It's not good for this country. I would request you, my sister Joanna Robo, okay? Kindly continue.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker, for the guidance. But I only wanted to find out if we intend to have any other sources of borrowing, if anything goes wrong between South Africa and Uganda. Thank you for the guidance. I also want the minister to come out strongly.
That is the Honorable Mr. Arobo. First of all, whereas it is true that some of the private companies, if there is no clear sign that they are engaging in what is happening in South Africa, it would be unfair to engage them. But also we should understand as a country, when governments don't come out to fight this or the homophobia that's going on in East Africa, some countries can go on to tackle their private companies so that they can understand what they are doing is wrong. That can happen. It is the truth. Secondly, on the floor of Parliament, you cannot refuse the member of Parliament to air out his views, however contradictory it is. You allow her to speak so that you can rule. Refusing her to speak in the middle of the statement, it was wrong. How did you know what he was going to say and how it was going to end? So for me, first of all, although the decision was somehow right, but it was not good to stop a member of Parliament from finishing his statement. It is like an authoritarian. You first let us finish his statement so that you can rule. The ruling would have been welcome if they have let Honorable Alobo speak. Because even South African government is not doing enough of what is happening in its own country. Homophobic nature of things and trying to expatriate other people outside the law, beating them and killing them. Yet South Africans have businesses like MTN, Standard Chartered, and Stanbic, etc. Okay, I may not agree on to attack private businesses which are owned by South Africans, but also I am a fighter of freedom of speech, most especially in the August House. A ruling should come after a member of parliament has finished speaking. That is, must be the order to proceed. Of course, since my PM is truly Mr. Makindi Kabesola Manumagul. If you're into this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment so that I'm motivated to do more of such videos. I'll see you another one. Peace.